down his 10th point and his second three of this game.
Boom, boom. You hear that? That's the bus driver warming up the bus at Virginia Union, getting ready to get them back up to Highway 95. They're going back home. They don't play it better.
49-38, 11-point lead. Union forcing it inside. King puts up his 12th point. I tell you what, King is this is the alley-oop down to Callwood. And it's showtime at the CIAA.
Redford never knew where the basketball was until it was too late. And Callwood, just like a great wide receiver, kept running the route, caught it, and finished in one motion.
So Callwood with 17 and takes his team up to an 11-point lead at 51-40, and a whistle and a foul on the drive. And the ball will be out of bounds on the side. To Union we return. Still with 11-14 left to go. Union still is behind. And right now Shaw has the lead by 11. 51-40 at the CIAA. You see the score with Shaw in the lead by the score of 51-40. Second of the quarterfinals. They will move on against Elizabeth City State University, who knocked off Bowie State earlier today and beat them by a dozen.
All right, watch this. You take the ball out of bounds and see all the white shirts never recognize where the ball was until the last moment. Callwood on a Jerry Rice fly pattern going into the Football Hall of Fame from Mississippi Valley. Just takes off, boom, finishes the play. You've got to know where the basketball is. You got to have your head on the swivel. Everybody's got to be talking. They didn't do that, and you see what happens.
Well, our Lowe's points in the paint. You see the big numbers for Shaw right now at 14-4. Lowe's, one of the proud sponsors of CIAA basketball. And Union is called for a travel, as that time they got Wilson in midair and didn't have any place to go with it. By the way, Callwood had 38 against Bowie State earlier this year, and again is working on a very solid game here in the tournament with a total of 17 tonight. He got 23 points in their win last night over St. Paul. 51-40, 11-point lead here by the Bears. Like the parting of the sea, down the lane it goes with Smith. Layup on go. Rebound comes off to Redford. Union needing to push the tempo up right now, and they do. And a whistle and a blocking foul. And this one will send Union to the foul line. As Byerson will shoot two. 6 points so far tonight by the senior out of Colonial Heights, Virginia. Dale High School.
And if they're going to get back in it, they've got to get some help by going to the free throw line on many, many occasions. Score, clock stop, set your pressure up, and hope that this Shaw basketball team doesn't handle that pressure and throws the ball away or misses shots in early offense.
Well, we saw that right after the start of the second half, didn't we, Stan? And the fact that Union kind of pecked away at them, but you saw the intestinal fortitude of Shaw. They came back rather strongly, and certainly very strong to have this lead.
Yeah, but they had a chance to really cut into the lead, and they didn't do it. They threw away some shots, missed a couple, turnover, and all that does is, as we saw in the first game, it gives the other team a little confidence. Up and under, there we go.
And another left-handed jumper up outside by Smith on go. Rebound to Wilson. And the Panthers are pushing with Byerson. Byerson, the top assist man around the league here at Virginia Union. They work the perimeter game out to Wilson, head of the key. Takes it down the lane, goes against Callwood, and got the roll. Juan Wilson with his 7th point of the game. Averages only 4, picking up a little slack here.
His ability to put the ball on the floor and create something off the bounce is something that Willard Coker's liked all season long. You saw an example of it there. But again, they got to get a few more plays like that and get some stops.
7-point lead and a steal by Redford. Long outlet pass. King saves it on the baseline to Wilson, and he's mugged by DeVere. Juan Wilson will go to the line to shoot 2, and a chance to draw his Panthers back even closer.
First time in a long time we've seen some Panther basketball. The steal, the push ahead. Remember, this is a team that's the second leading scoring team, actually third in the CIAA. You saw an example there. The steal, the push ahead, you'll go to the free throw line.
Wilson, the freshman out of Richmond, Virginia, Open High School there. You see today, 7 points, 3 of 4 from the field, couple of rebounds. Contributing in what he does. Foul shots around, touches virtually every part of the rim and the backboard, and falls in for his 8 point. 6-point lead now at 51-45, 9:51 to go.
If you're Cleo Hill Jr., you want to nurse this next minute and 51 some odd seconds to the next TV timeout. You don't want to have to use a TV timeout, which would mean that Union's getting on a run. And you want to just kind of nurse it, try to extend the lead if you can, and take some of the momentum away from Virginia Union, their little mini run.
David Jones, the junior, number 4, back in there for Shaw. He plays down low with Callwood. That's Bell. They get it to Callwood. One-on-one on Wilson. Gets a double team, banks it up, but he's fouled. Personal foul will be on Wilson, and at the line, Callwood will shoot 2 more free throws.
Could hear over here Willard Coker talking about help. The double team just a little bit too late. Callwood just wasn't able to finish that play. But again, you see the strategy now. They're going to try to double him when he touches the ball. The only problem with that is you've got shooters today, Bell, who's making those perimeter shots, and you guys have got to come out and close out when the ball goes inside, back outside.
Callwood only 5 of 9 at the free throw line. Misses there, as you see Coach Coker indicating let's screen out, make sure they don't get a second chance of this. And they do not, as Redford does his job. So here's Union pushing hard with King to the basket, scores, and he's fouled.
Great elevation by King. Ryan King, the senior transfer from Pfeiffer, comes up this time. Watch this, in the open court. Gets the ball at the cross right there, and this elevates, gets contact, and great concentration to score.
King trying to get his three-point play off of this drive on the free throw. He has 14 on the afternoon. His season high was 25 at St. Paul coming on the 9th of February. 25 points that night, 15 so far here today. And a 51-48 three-point game. This is an 8-0 run now by Virginia Union and causes a Shaw and the Bears to take a timeout. And they will take a full timeout. So with 9:20 left to go, quarterfinal game number 2, can Union come from behind to win? Lead down to 3, 51-48. Let's take a look at our Marines Excellence in Leadership Award leaders so far. Callwood with 17 points, Bell with 14, Jones with 4. King has come on with 15 points this afternoon, Wilson 8. And also Brandon Byerson has a total of 8 points as well.
Surprisingly, we haven't seen a lot of Braxton Byerson today. I really think Braxton gives this team a lot of energy when he makes plays, defensively or offensively. And just, not sure if he's got an injury or just the way this game is going, he's not playing right now.
Shaw has used the timeout, and off of a set play, a whistle and a foul, and it's going to go on Union.
They were running a set that time to try to pop Raheem Smith outside and see if they could get Callwood to pin down, and they get called for the hold. Redford does.
Gets his second personal foul. Callwood down low, one-on-one on Redford. Kicks it back out to Smith. By the way, this is over a 3-minute drought here by Shaw. They didn't score a basket since the 12:20 mark here of this half. And they finally break that drought with a 19-point by Caldwell.
If you're going to play zone, I think Willard Coker might want to think about maybe fronting a couple of times Callwood and making him come off the block and take the jump shot. If he plays you and you're playing him with his back to you, he's going to hurt you there because he gets up too well and he's too strong inside.
Callwood has been a real leader here.
Nice.
Going to draw the foul on an excellent fake by Redford.
See, I'm old school. I like to see post guys that get great position and then will play big when they get low. See, watch this. He gets this triple threat position, fouls up, makes a little head and shoulders fake. That gets the defender off his feet. Then you can lean if you need to get the contact. You can finish the play. A lot of good things can happen when you turn your defender around.
Foul shot no good by Redford, who was looking for only his 3rd point of the game. Substitutions coming into the game for Shaw. Coming in is Daryl Johnson. You may mention that they really were going to need a game out of Johnson. He's played rather sparingly so far today.
Well, Callwood's played pretty good, and Dwight Bell's giving them some offense.
Right.
Johnson's a guy that can score. I mean, as a big kid, he makes a few threes and has put up some big numbers in a couple of ball games. But so far, haven't really had to use him. Had a nice game once. Has had 3 double-doubles, surprisingly, but they use him more as a 3-4 as opposed to a 4-3, a perimeter guy that goes post.
Only 1 field goal in the last 4 minutes for Shaw. It'll stay that way, but at least they'll get a second chance here. They still have the lead, though, by 4, 53-49. Got a free shot clock after the ball caught the rim. It's down to 20. They take it strong to the basket. Layup's it good. And it'll be Michael Smith with a field goal and a try to complete a three-point play. So Michael Smith challenges the inside defense of Union, and it pays dividend. 55-49 as Shaw try to drive their way to the semifinals of the CIAA. Lead by Shaw. Let's take it to our U.S. Census. Make it count. We're counting threes here, Stan, and we've got a bunch of them today.
Yes, indeed. Count them if you want to at home. Ain't got nothing to do. Try to go count with me now.
2.
Say it in Spanish if you can. I'll just stick with 3. There you go. Knocking threes in because they're getting great looks. Moving the ball from side to side. Shooters ready to shoot. Hands ready. In rhythm. Bam. Knocking in jump shots. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, Bell was 4 for 4 in shooting the three-point goals, and all of those coming in the first half for 12 points. As you take a good close look at Michael Smith, the young man out of the Bronx. They'll be at the line and will be trying to complete this three-point play.
After that play, before the timeout, you get the foul. You get a guy that's very good in the open court and can create his own shot. Michael Smith gets a little rub screen, goes right to the hole. Union a little slow in reacting, and you go to the three-point line, boom, knock it in, and you extend that lead.
You know, those rub screens can kind of chap you.
They can chap you just enough. And we're in the almost, I consider right now, danger time for Virginia Union.
King's going to try to bail him out with a jump. No good. He stays after it. The ball's up for grabs, and there's still no jump ball. Good job on the floor that time as they got it away forward. Finally got it away. And it's going to be Raheem Smith coming up with another steal. 10 turnovers now called on Union, and gives Shaw an opportunity to try to nurse this 7-point lead with 7:19 to go. Will they do it that way, shooting threes? Not sure. They made that way, though, getting rebounds and trying to put it back in. Well, they had just battled that backboard all night long, Stan, and 2 more free throws coming here by Michael Smith.
I'm trying to think the last time, and I'll have to go back and research this and know for the Knights. The last time the number 2 and 3 seeds have been knocked out on Thursday. I remember about 5 or 6 years ago that happening. But in fact, the year that Elizabeth City won, they knocked off Virginia Union, which was a 1 or a 2. But it's been a long time since we've seen top 4 seeds go down on Thursday.
Well, of course, the number 1 seed, St. Aug's, will play later tonight. They'll go against Livingstone. And Shawan, one of the new members of the CIAA. Their number 4 will play number 5, defending champions, Johnson C. Smith. That's all later tonight on quarterfinal day at the CIAA.
Looking forward to watching that Chawan Johnson C. Smith matchup. Chawan, the newest member in the league. Jaleel Nelson is just an outstanding kid, and we'll be watching him. And Jim Tribbett does a great job with this team.
There's too much action along the lane that time. And a whistle and a foul. Shaw will draw the foul on David Johnson, pushing inside. And, of course, Shaw over the limit. And 2 shots coming here for Juan Wilson.
And we talked about it early in the ball game, but it's worth restating now. Virginia Union's a 9th best shooting free throw team in the CIAA, shooting just a bit over 61%. Conversely, Shaw shoots about 69%, which is 4th best in the CIAA. And when you get under 7 minutes in the tournament game, especially a game where you're going to upset somebody possibly, you've got to be able to convert on free throws.
And a foul shot. He'll have 1 more coming here. 8 points so far. Tonight tries to get number 9, and they need every point they can get down the stretch here. And they'll get 1 of the 2.